What's up? What's up? This is Jay. I hope everyone is doing well. I'll be back after the 30. Hey, YouTube. This is Jay. I hope you all can hear me. This is Jay. I'm just coming on to tell you all that I am fine. I know a lot of you all have been calling, trying to find out what's going on. So I am doing well. Nothing major is happening. However, I had to take care of some things through Google, and I had to take care of some things through law enforcement. So sometimes you got to be cool and chill out and let things happen. And so that's what I am doing now. Juicycation is still on. Why wouldn't it be on? I'm not going to jail. I don't have any criminal charges against me. So Juicycation is still on. We will be going out of the port of Miami on the 29th. And I will tell you all this, now is the time to really book and get your tickets because of all the fool la la. We're really going to turn up and have a good time. So I'm just here to let you all know that nothing has been canceled. As a matter of fact, I checked on the count and the count is going up. So we have a lot of people showing interest. And so I'm excited about it. So just wanted to kind of put that out there because it seems like there is some um, hey, Samantha. Oh, no worries. No worries. No need to worry. No, I'm fine. Unlike most of these people, when stuff happens and I think I have something, I pursue it. And sometimes you just can't be on the vlog all the time. So I have worked with Google, and so that has been successful. But now I'm working with law enforcement and some others because there are some things that have gone on, and I'm not here to argue with people, not here to fight with people. I don't do that, and so I'm not going to do that. So all I'm going to do is my due diligence, and yeah, yeah. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And sometimes, we think we're smart, but trust me, trust me. Yeah. But I am okay, you all, and I will be back on. I am just doing some things with law enforcement right now, so I am just not on as much, but I'm doing fine. And Juicycation is definitely going on. I will be in Miami during that time. We are getting a host hotel, so we're working on that now. And so that's it. But I'm good. I'm good. Now, unlike other people, I don't take my anger, come on here, curse people out. I don't take my anger and make threats and all of that stuff. I don't do that. That's not my goal. So I know a lot of people handle their situations like that. I don't handle my situations like that at all, at all. So, but I was successful in one phase, and I hate to lose. So I'm trying to be successful in this next phase. But I'm okay, you all. I'm perfectly fine. You just wanted to come on, but sometimes you do have to do some things, and even some things that I want to say now, I just cannot say because there's some work going on at this particular point. But I'm doing well. So for those who sent me emails, I appreciate it. I know people are speculating something happened to somebody. Baby, people are speculating, and you let people speculate. And that's why you keep people out of your business and you keep on moving with your life. So again, let people speculate, but juicycation is happening. Sarah, real talk, that's what you do. We give a little bit of fun, but that's about it, and we don't go overboard. But y'all, let me tell you something. Juicycation is happening, and we're planning that too. So there's a lot of things going on, but I'm doing well. When you're not a criminal and when you don't do criminal things, you don't have to worry about going to jail. However, somebody did something that crossed the line. And see, people don't understand that the law is catching up to these internet crimes. And a lot of people are doing what they think they can do because the law has not caught up. And the laws are different every state. But this has caught the interest of some law enforcement because of other content creators. And so there's some things, like I said, I can't disclose, but the law will eventually catch up. And the only reason why people are doing what they are doing is because they know that they know some things, but the law is very interested, and that's all I can say about that. That's all I can say about that. And the law knows everything. They know they can pinpoint locations, they can pinpoint sales, the law knows a whole lot of stuff. And people think they're skirting the law, and they're not. And the law knows where you are and how to find you. The law. And this is in general. So I just want to just put that out there, you all. Be careful with what you're doing to individuals. And I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I dislike you. This is not even a like or don't like situation. Be careful what you do on these YouTube streets because it will catch up with you. And I'm not confirming anything. I'm just telling you that the law will catch up, and you all need to be careful going forward because the police department are looking into this because it's a daily occurrence, and yeah, and now they have to figure out what they have to do. So just be careful with that. I have been looking at a lot of stuff with a lot of people, and yeah, so you all be careful out there. But I will be back on, and like I said, I'm not on as much, not because something is wrong. I am still here. I am still doing the thing, but there are some things that really need to take focus right now. So when you're kind of pursuing something, you got to stay focused. And to be honest, the only reason I'm coming on is because there are rumors that Juicycation, will it happen? Yes, it's happening. Why wouldn't it happen? People have paid their money. I'm paid. So why wouldn't it happen? We'll be right there. So Juicycation is going to go on, and I don't defraud. And when I go through something, I will go through something. No, I wasn't assaulted. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I just had to work with Google on some things because yeah, something happened, and I had to get with them, and they really worked on this quite expeditiously. But Juicycation is coming up, and we will be doing that. And so, and right now we're trying to get a block of hotel rooms so people can, have a place. And with that said, we're going to do that, and we'll let you know what's going on with that. And then we will, like I said, be going to the Bahamas on the 29th for a 3-day cruise, and we're going to have a great time. And I don't think we're going to have a problem with anything with safety. And like I said, you all, yeah, we're not going to have a problem with safety at all. And I know this for sure. So if you're worried about that, don't. I know some people trying to put that doubt in your mind, but let me tell you, and let me tell those people Baby, the people have booked their rooms, and nobody is worried about anything going on that cruise ship. And like I said, when you're a $1 billion industry and your whole goal is for an enjoyable time, I doubt it very seriously if Carnival and Carnival Security is going to allow anybody, including me, to ruin other people's time. So again, people who have been somewhere besides the foot wash and to tailgating parties, who actually been on a cruise, they know better. But when you haven't gone anywhere of significance, then you don't. And that's okay. And we understand a lot of people, you know, haven't. But for those people who've been on cruise ships, we know that there's rarely any incidents. And when there are, they handle them. So I'm not worried about that. Again, because of the situation, people want to take advantage of it, but we are definitely going on Juicycation. And so that's what I need for you all to know. Juicycation is happening, and I really advise you still to get your rooms on the 15th so you can lock that price in. Um, Let me say this, Carnival is really excited. They are really excited because they have seen the time frame that when we started up until now, and they are excited. Okay, all you gotta do is say Juicycation, and they know exactly what you're talking about. So Carnival is excited. They like the name. They like the name, and we have a lot of things going on. So I'm definitely ecstatic about Juicycation and what's going to take place. Oh goodness, we just have a lot of stuff planned, you all. So now we don't want to overplan that you think that you don't have any time, because we do want you to explore on your own. But we are going to have a great time, and it's still going to be happening. I got a question. I am going to be a little messy this morning. I mean, I am real messy. Is that Ronnie Q in that wheelchair? Is that really Ronnie Q? Is that really Ronnie Q? Because I'm like, dang, I'm just asking because somebody had a picture of Ronnie Q in a wheelchair looking like she at the convalescent home. Is that really Ronnie Q though? Because people be doing things, but they'll get a person's picture and slap it up there. But can somebody answer that question? I know I'm being a little messy right now. I really am, but I do have a question. Is that Ronnie Q? Because what? Cruiser, we going somewhere. I bet Cruiser, I don't know why these people lying. Cruiser, we going on that cruise. Girl, 28 people got their rooms booked. Girl, we going on that cruise. Mm-hmm. I'm fine, but I'm still pursuing some things. And I'm really serious, but I'm not going to talk about that because that's not my goal, and I can only tell you so much, and I'm going to keep it that way. People always want to inquire what's going on, and I can't. That's the problem with some people. They can't keep their mouth shut. But I said what I said, and all content creators need to be very careful of how they make threats and what they do, and you just got to be careful in these YouTube streets now, because again, law enforcement is looking, and don't think that they can't find you. They can, and I'm talking about all of us. All of us. Somebody said, no, that's not Ronnie Q. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, girl, because I saw that picture and I'm like, is that Ronnie Q? I'm like, what? And so, I know people be slapping up fake pictures and stuff, so I just had to make sure. Hmm. So, any update on the peeper situation? Because I heard that that's a whole nother thing. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all just need to be careful. You all need to know who's around you, and you all need to be looking at these offender type websites. And I'm not saying to go find people. I'm not saying to go find people, but and not to let them know I know who you are, but this is for your safety, so you know people's locations, and it's very critical. And so all I'm saying is, hey, Dr. LaShawna Roos Brown, I'm just saying that you got to be very careful, because you don't know. People are connected who have these issues, and you just gotta be careful out there because a lot of people, yeah, you just gotta be careful. So I know people are still going off about that, but like I said earlier, if you live in Florida, then you still need to know who that person is. And if that person is not that person, you still need to be chilling out online because you're still stalking and harassing people, and that's not cool. And again, what I'm saying now, law enforcement is really catching up with this stuff. And if it's you, you need to cheat. That's fake as well. He's cammed up before, and there is footage of it. It's some top notch trolling going on. Okay, I know that people say that, but we'll see. We will see. We'll see. I have my thoughts. I have my thoughts. So we will see. All right. Well, look, you all. I am. No, it's not. It's not doing commentary. No, it's other things. It is other things. And like I said, y'all, I'm just telling you to be careful. Let me say this. I'm not telling anybody how to run their platform. I'm not telling anybody, but you all need to be extremely careful in what you say. You need to be careful in your wording. You need to be careful from the frequency that you're doing things. And I'm not saying that having commentary about stuff is, but how you do things and the doxing, and y'all need to be very, very careful. So this is not to tell you how to run your platform. I'm just telling you to be careful from what I know and from far as what law enforcement has told me. You need to be careful. Now, you can take that with a grain of salt or you can take it. Either way, it's totally up to you. But I'm just telling you right now that you really need to be careful because there have been a lot of incidents that happen. And I'm telling you what, these phone calls get more, they are more pronounced than a lot of phone calls you think. So I'm not here to convince you to do anything. I'm just here to say, be careful. And if you're doing things that you know are illegal or some things that you can be charged for, put it this way, if you know you can get arrested for it offline, then you may not need to do it online. How about that? Does that make sense? If you know you can be arrested for it online, I mean, offline, you may not want to do it offline. I mean, online. So that's the rule of thumb. If you know that if you were in a real life setting and you could be arrested or sued, you may not want to do it online. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, again, a lot of people stay just one step above the law, but then all of a sudden they get caught. And this is what has happened with some of our content creators. You know, they do stuff and they think they're smart, but then they become on they on probation. They on probation, and this ain't no shade. This is just what we've seen. This is what we've witnessed. We witness people do low, egregious, nasty things to other folk, and then they wind up on probation. And let me say this too concerning that peeper situation, and I'm very serious about this. If that person has trolled the wrong person and put that out, then the wrong person can go right to the Osceola Sheriff Department, right to the Osceola Sheriff Department, and press charges on the person who made the accusation and have a case. Now that's real. However, this is what gets me. That's not happening. And it's hard to do certain things when your actions are not the best. And this is what gets me. So, people of the game, if Kimmy is lying on you about you, if Kimmy has brought false accusations, which people do, then go to the Osceola County Sheriff Department or wherever you are and press charges. And press charges. It's just simple as that because this person is lying about you and you have every right. And trust me, people are very interested in that and press those charges because if people have witnessed and viewed who you are and you can prove that you are not that person and you're someone totally different, all you have to do is say, this is who I am. This person is putting this out and it's defamation. And I want to press charges because this could be, damaging to my family, could be damaging to my business or any amount of those things. And I'm just saying, because as long as you do nothing, everybody will continue to go through this line. And I just think it's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No. Filing a report. No. Well. You can also say that as well. He's anonymous, but that's unfortunately that's the problem of being anonymous, isn't it? Dry mustard. And there's my case right there. And that's the real disadvantage of being a faceless troll. And isn't that the problem, Dry? Isn't that the problem? That's the problem, Dry Mustard, of being a faceless troll. That's the problem. Because if you did nothing wrong and you are in the guidelines of the law, you shouldn't be afraid. When I felt violated, I wasn't afraid. And I reached out to several people in law enforcement. I wasn't afraid. So isn't that the problem with being a faceless troll? Well, again, Dry Mustard, then, hey, guess what? That's what. So people will say that, okay, that could be him then. Because y'all say, well, we saw him and everything, but somebody's saying no. And again, you don't know what the proximity where people may be to a content creator. So I'm sorry, I can't go with it then. My thing is, this is the disadvantage of being a faceless troll. And so that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. You're a faceless troll, and you have actually continued to harass and do things to people on YouTube. And then somebody said that they got a name because of these things that happened, and look that name up, and voila, this is who they come up with. So, who are we to believe? Just sell it and take that person to court. But when you face this troll and you don't want to be identified, then that's the disadvantage of that. That's the disadvantage. So, okay. Oh, Purple Peach. No, I don't think her. I mean, you got to understand. Again, you got to be very careful what you say and what you do to people. And I'll leave it at that. I'm not here to argue with you all. I ain't here to argue with you all at all. I'm just telling you that it's getting really serious, and you have to be very careful and expand your vocabulary on these YouTube streets. So I ain't here, Purple Peach, to argue with anyone. I'm just telling you. And again, hey, I don't manage anybody's channel. Like I said, I'm giving commentary, and you may not agree with it, but all I'm saying is this: this runs both ways. And since you are a faceless troll, and you may not want to seek the authorities because you may be identified, that's deep. I don't have those issues. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now look, y'all, juicycation is still happening. I'm done with the dialogue. I just said what I said. hmm I just said what I said, and I'm done with it. I'm on the juicycation. So, y'all, juicycation is still happening, and we have a lot of content creators coming. So, again, people are like, we ain't going to, why are we not going cruising? I ain't in jail. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just focusing in on something else, but I'm not in jail, and I'm on today. And like I said, I told y'all I wasn't going to be on too often because I'm handling some things, and I meant that. And sometimes we don't listen, and sometimes, what's up, Game Tight? Thank you for that email, bro. Sometimes we don't listen. I am fine. Everything in my sphere is fine. Somebody just did something, and it could be detrimental not only to me but to a lot of YouTubers. And I'm telling you, so don't think that this is something. And y'all, I wish I could tell you all what was done, but I'm so afraid if I do that people will run with this. People will run with this. But this is fair warning to any YouTuber. And the only reason why I know is because it's good to have other people around you to catch stuff. Because it's good to have people who are on YouTube and people who are not on YouTube, and it's good to have people looking out. And somebody happened to look out, and I happened to see something, and immediately I had to get in contact with Google and law enforcement. And I'm telling you, this is not just for me. This is for the beef sector in general. And and I'm going to share with a few content creators what happened. But y'all got to be very careful. And again, law enforcement is very interested because this doxing and I know content is fair use and stuff, but baby, when you start slicing and dicing and editing and stuff, it gets really serious. And when you violate copyright laws and stuff, it gets real serious. So that's what I'm dealing with. So, but it's just good. So I'm okay. That's it. Content creators, you know, be very careful. And that's all I'm going to say. So I don't have a problem. My loved ones don't have issues at all. And but there are some things that are going on. And again, um, yeah, I'm just not saying too much about it. But juicycation is still going on. Juicycation is still going on. And there's no cancellation. When have I canceled anything? The only thing I canceled was Labor Day because of the pandemic. And that was only for the safety of the participants. And I think we did the right thing. And when we did cancel it, everybody got their money back immediately. And we didn't ask people if they wanted their money back. We didn't spend the money. Now, ain't that something? I want y'all to. I want to let you all know something. Now, people talking about I'm Jay Weasel and what else they call me? I'm a scammer. Scammers don't give back money. Scammers don't. See, that's why I laugh at people because they try to put these labels on you. But truth be told, we gave people their money back, and the money was in our hands. Okay, the money was in our hands, not Carnival's hands. This is during the Labor Day event. The money was in our hands. People were sending us their money. So because we didn't spend the money and because we were honest and everything that was being collected was going to go to the Labor Day event and we weren't doing anything until everybody had did what they're supposed to do, when all of a sudden the pandemic hit, we didn't have problems refunding money because all the money was there. And we weren't up there making it rain with other folk money. And this is the sad part about the beef sector now, because people done scam folk, people done use money, folk done fought over money, and they haven't had events. And unfortunately, we we could have collected money for Carnival because we are honest and we have never done anything that has, been dubious to soil our reputation. But because of other content creators and what they had done previously, we said that nope, we are not touching anybody's money. We ain't taking nobody's credit card. This will go through Carnival. Everything will go through Carnival. When we get this hotel, everything will go through that host hotel. Not because we are not honest, it's because we've had some players in the field who have been scammers and who have weaseled people. And it's really funny that the main people who trying to call people weasels have not given folk their money back or asked people if. It was no ands, if, buts about it. I don't care. It was no question. If people wanted us to have their money, they would have sent it right back. But you do the right thing. And when you're not having the situation or the event, you send the money back. It's just that simple because you're not having an event. So guess what? The goods were not deliverable. And when the goods aren't delivered, you refund people their money. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So, but because of this is why we went through Cornwall. And this is why it's great. I'm telling you, it is easy. People call, people book their room. And I'm gonna tell you what, y'all have booked some balcony rooms, baby. Y'all done booked them balcony rooms up. And we will be getting a new slew of rooms because the ones that we have been selling out. So regardless of what people are saying and what people are doing, baby, we doing juicycation. No ands, if, buts about it. Juicycation is on. It is on. So I just want you all to be very clear. And if you want to book. I'm telling you. So I know I haven't been on in a while, but it's not because I'm scared or not because, no, it's because I'm working with some people and I'm going to leave it at that. But Juicycation is on. Reason is key. You handle that because, yeah, change that avatar because we're gonna stop doing that too. We got to be very careful in what we're doing. So again, I'm not privy to say nothing. You can take it how you want to, and all I'm saying is nothing. Just know you need to be careful when dealing with content creators and what you do. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Oh, thank you, Vivian. Yeah, I mean it's moving on. Y'all, let me say this. I'm sorry, but this is not CNN. I'm not Biden, and I'm not asking or answering any questions. All I'm saying to you all is that I've completed my first hurdle with Google, and now my second hurdle is dealing with law enforcement concerning the situation at hand. And that's all I'm going to say about this. I will not answer any further questions. Thank you. So anyway, we have two new bookings and Juicycation is still going on. I'm not worried about the safety of Juicycation at all. And again, because some people have never cruised and because some people just go to ratchet events, they may be afraid, but this is not a ratchet affair. This is a really nice affair and we are going to have a great time. So, but again, when you haven't been out of the country, haven't done a cruise, and I'm not talking about a paddle boat or a dinner cruise, I'm talking about a cruise, then you just don't know no better. So Capricorn, are you timed out and why? And Ushers, if Capricorn being timed out, why is Capricorn being timed out? Because that may give me an insight of why. So Capricorn, I don't know why you've been timed out right now, but obviously it has to be a reason. So the Ushers will give it to me. And so we'll see. So anyway, okay. So okay, so Capricorn, they said you haven't been timed out. They said this is the first time a comment appeared. So okay, Capricorn. So I'm gonna go with the Ushers, and they said this is the first time you appeared. So that's what I'm gonna go with, and hopefully you don't get timed out anymore. I mean, but I'm gonna go with the Ushers, and they said that you just appeared, and so that's what I'm gonna go with. And I want to thank the ushers because they do a lot. And again, they try to be fair and they usually adhere to what I ask for. And I appreciate these ushers because it's a lot, because we know a lot of people try to do stuff and they blame ushers and they do certain things. And I'm not saying, but I appreciate my ushers. I can't speak for nobody else's, but I appreciate what mine do. So thank you all for doing what they do. Okay, well, all right, but maybe I gave them that option to do that because maybe I'm a content creator who don't want to talk about Stump Down. And I don't have anything against Stump Down, but maybe our focus needs to be on what I'm talking about. So maybe I told them to do that. So maybe I told them to do that. So anyway, I'm just saying. So if that was deleted, then I guess that's not acceptable to put in. I'm just saying. Well, now we ask, but I tell you what, I won't ask why anymore, and so don't ask me why that happened. So you see how that works? So if I can't ask you why, then don't tell me about it when it happens. You see how that works? So do not bring anything up, Lamont, anymore if you can't get a word through or something, because then don't tell me. And that's how I feel. So if I can't ask you, then don't tell me. It's that simple, you know. And if you want to run your thing, get your own platform and move right along. And I ain't trying to be nasty, but don't tell me then. Don't tell me. We found out what happened and I told you why. And now you're telling me, but why ask? And I'm giving you the answer and you got an issue with that. So then don't tell me nothing. I almost lost it. I'm trying to stay safe for Lent. But yeah, so don't ask me. So just like you don't want me to tell you or ask you, then don't tell me. And we move right along. Dry mustard, I don't need to tell you anything. I'm just saying you need to be careful. Okay. Whatever, Lamont. Okay, great. Thank you. So now you got your answer. Yeah, y'all just be careful online. And that's all I'm gonna say. I owe you nothing but that. I owe you nothing but that. So that's all you're getting from me. That is all you're getting from me today. You know what? If he doesn't change the avatar, I'm gonna give you all permission to go ahead and block him or her. Because you all have told him numerous of times to change the avatar. And if you all feel that that's a problem, then go ahead. Not I want to see what the avatar will come in, but if that's a problem with you all, go ahead and block them. That's correct, Lamont. So thank you. I'm glad you acknowledged that. So yeah, so yeah, yeah. So again, I'm telling you all what we're getting ready to do. And it's funny because we give people fair warning before we block them. We give people fair warning before we do anything like that. And so if you don't want to change your avatar, that's your right. You don't have to change it. But if you get blocked, I don't want to hear no yang because the ushers have told you. I have seen what they told you. And so if that's a problem, you don't have to change your avatar. You can keep it, but you won't keep it over here because they've asked you a couple of times. Now, I don't care who they are. You can be whoever. So, yeah. Anyway, you all, yeah. All righty. So, look, April 15th is the last day that we can guarantee a spot at that price for the cruise. So, you got a little bit more time to actually kind of make your mind up. And not to say that you couldn't go on the cruise, but the price may go up. So we want to make sure that you all know. You can still probably go on the cruise, but again, we wanted to get it at a really reasonable price. And so that's why we're doing what we're doing. So April 15th. Now, this includes your taxes, your gratuity, and the room. So just keep that in mind. And this is what we're doing. So, and the $25 is pretty much a holding that does not go to us. I know a lot of people have said that, but no, everything is through Carnival. So that's what's going on there. And so I'm excited, and that's still happening. We are not canceling anything for what? We ain't canceling nothing. We're going to go right along with our plans. And so that's it. And I'm planning to have a great time. So hopefully you will be there to have a great time. I know some of you are already going to be on vacation, so I understand that, but we're going to have some awesome content creators there. And so be ready. Be ready. Be ready. At least you give warning. Some people don't at all, and the mods just be blocking. I think that's Fair J. Wilson. Uh huh. Yeah, I try to give people a warning, Tiffany, because again, I'm like, I'm not trying to block, but if we're saying something and then you blatantly do certain things, we'll just block you. It's just ain't because we got blocking power, but we do tell people before that happens. So, but you can't tell people something. They know everything. So you let them do what they got to do, and that's it. So okay, I'm just getting some things together because I'm getting ready to head out. Got some things to do today. And again, you all, this is Lent season as well. So I'm doing a lot of things that's concerning that. And so that's one thing as well. Um, and a lot of people are debating, well, what happened to Sean Bradley? What happened to Sean Bradley? You know, again, me and Sean Bradley don't get along on YouTube. But if Sean Bradley want to take a break, he should be able to take a break. If Sean Bradley don't want to come back, that's his choice. Because YouTube have gone to a place where it's like, this is dark. It was deep. So if content creators started leaving, I don't blame them, to be honest. And a lot of people have a lot of things going on outside of YouTube that's very productive that they really don't need it. So I can understand it. The unfortunate part is that you take really talented people out of the roster to really entertain. And regardless if I like Sean Bradley or not, there are some people who like his form of entertainment. And he deserves to do his entertainment without being doxxed, without doing all of this stuff. Now, again, you have to be very careful, but he deserves that. And if he decides to move on and go, I don't blame him. And that's true. Hey, Madam PA, oh, I'm fine. But if he decides to do that, hey, because we're at a different place with YouTube now. And we have some people who are really mentally unstable. We have some people who have issues, and yeah. So I don't blame him one bit. And that's coming from me. I just think the sad part about it is that people who are talented leave, and you have a talent drain. And then the people who are coming up, you can only deal with so much. So I don't blame them. Do what you got to do. So now I'm getting these shoes polished because I can't stand unpolished shoes. So let me get these shoes polished. Yeah, yeah, I'm okay. I mean, just because I don't come on, that don't mean I'm not okay. It's just meaning that something is going on. I'm taking care of some business. And I really came on because a lot of people were hitting me up. And it's good to have people who are concerned about you. And let me say this, for those people who are concerned about me, I appreciate that so much. And I emailed y'all back to say that I'm okay. But sometimes you have to push back and let some things happen. So that's what I'm doing right now because there are some things happening. So sometimes you have to push back a little bit. And so that's what I've done. But I just want people to know that juicycation is going on. I'm not in danger. I have not been assaulted. I'm fine. But yeah, I'm fine. So I'm good. No one who I'm affiliated with is going through anything. It's just somebody tried to do something, and I'm like, oh, I see what this is going. And again, I thought it warranted attention by Google and by the law enforcement. So that's why I did what I did, and that's still ongoing. And I will say something may happen, something may not, but I'm pursuing those elements. And I will say, you never escape the law, and law will eventually catch up with people. And if you know that you would get arrested for certain things offline, then you shouldn't be doing it online. And I say that because a lot of people are getting away with some things that they couldn't do offline, but they know that this is new territory in YouTube and they can do certain things. But that's getting ready to change. Police are tired of getting calls and ain't able to do nothing. So, okay, go ahead and block dry mustard because y'all told dry. Let me tell you what, I'll go ahead and block dry mustard. Nobody is after me. Y'all can go ahead and block dry mustard. Baby, nobody is after me. Nobody is after me at all. It may be the opposite. I may be after somebody, but nobody's after me. And again, go ahead and block dry mustard. Ushers, y'all have my permission. You give people a warning, and people are just itching at the chomping at the bit to bite. So they did, and go ahead and drop them or her, whoever it is. Go ahead and drop them. You give people a chance, and again, I'm not somebody after me. Okay, all right. but no one is after me. But I may be pursuing them, and I'll leave it at that. And juicycation is still happening. Well, look, you all, I'm getting ready to head out because I have some things to attend to. It was real talking to you all, and I just wanted to come on and let you all know that I am fine. I'm okay. Pursuing some things. What's up, Uncle Clyde? That's right, Uncle Clyde. Juicycation is still in effect, and I ain't worried about nobody in safety. We ain't going to no foot wash. We ain't going to no foot wash and no tailgating party at a high school football field. We ain't doing none of that. We're going on a real vacation. Lord have mercy. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh. So anyway, we'll just be prepared to have a great time. And again, juicycation is in full effect. We have also booked 2 new rooms, and these rooms again are balcony rooms. So the people are excited about going. And you all, the more you talk negative about it, all you're doing is being advertisement, and people are going. And people know that we're gonna have this trip. I don't cancel stuff unless it is a reason to cancel. The only thing I've canceled was the Labor Day event because of the pandemic. And when we canceled the Labor Day event, we acted in an ethical manner, to return people's money without questions asked. We just returned the money because that's what we do, right? So juicycation is no different. We're not canceling it, and so we're still going to enjoy our time. September 29th, we're going to be there, and I'm going to have a great time. Also, we will be getting those hotels. So we will have a host hotel so we can get a group rate, and we're going to do that. So that's what we're looking into now. So I just wanted to throw that out there. No, we ain't canceling. For what? We ain't canceling for nothing. We're going to go right on and have this vacation. Correct, madam. Correct, madam. We don't steal folk money. I know people want me to be a scammer. Jay's a scam. No, Jay ain't no scammer because scammers wouldn't have given you your money back. Scammers would have said, if you want your money back. See, that's what scammers do. With the hope that, oh, we're gonna give it to you because we like you. I don't use my platform to scam money out of people. If you give me something, it's because you want to give it to me or I'm entertaining. So the night of my birthday, that was pure entertainment. And people gave me that money because they enjoyed the entertainment. They enjoyed the entertainment. And that's why we did what we did, because they enjoyed the entertainment. And that's why they gave, period. And we had a great time. And I was blessed. Thank y'all so much. And so, people know the deal. I need not defend my reputation because it speaks for itself when it comes to finances, when it comes to events. It speaks for itself. And I mean, we don't promise nothing that we ain't gonna give. If we can't do it, we ain't gonna promise it. Okay? We're not promising you to swim with the dolphins. Now, there may be a station where you can swim with the dolphins, but that may be an excursion you have to book yourself. But we're not promising swimming with the dolphins. Now, if y'all want to meet at the pool, we can promise you swimming at the pool with other people, but not necessarily with the dolphins. We ain't promising nobody no helicopter ride. We ain't promising that. Now, what we are trying to do right now is get that hotel so we can get a group rate on that hotel. I don't trust Airbnbs in South Florida. Mm-mm. And being a person who have an Airbnb, I trust, I trust, I want people to have their own room. And yeah, so yeah, Airbnbs for certain things. Now, if somebody wants to do that on their own, they can definitely do that. But this is only one night, and it's one night. And when you're dealing with Miami and stuff, child, nobody ain't trying to go down to Miami. You don't know who. So, uh-uh. Now, if people want to do that though, they can't. They can. But I don't play that. Yeah, Madam Moselle. Yeah, so it's safer to do that. I mean, there are times where I think Airbnbs are better depending on where than a hotel. But with hotels, though, you know, there are certain things. So let me tell you something. I know people want to get mad because of that Vegas trip, but y'all don't understand. When you pay that much money for a suite and the air conditioner's not pushing out, oh, I don't play that. And so again, yeah, I stayed at a hotel recently because I went home and yeah, we didn't have a problem at all. Just give me good customer service and make sure your maintenance is great and we don't have a problem. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do a hotel. And when we get that information to you all, we will give it to you. And that's what we're going to do. So just give us a minute or two, and Vivian and I are going to work that out because we want to make sure that it's going to be a quality hotel, that is going to be clean and safe. So we got a few things to look at, and I know Miami well, so I'm going to we're going to go through and look at that. We want something that's close to the port, so if people need to Uber, it's not that much. I mean, we're looking at those types of things because we don't want to be, I know people want to be at the airport, but the airport is a good distance from the port of Miami. Um, because, and then if they take you on 36th Street, that's a whole nother thing. So we want to make sure that something is close to the port that's affordable. And there are many areas in Miami that you may not want to stay in. So that's what we're going to do. Well, Lamont, you don't know what I know. And again, you don't know if I know somebody who may work in the industry. So just hold your horses and it'll be fine. As a person who lived on Red Road in Miami Lakes, I know the area. So we just want to be careful and we got some stuff working. I was just in Miami. Now I'm gonna tell you what though, I stayed at a very nice airport property. It's the new DoubleTree hotel by the airport, and that was very nice. It's a very nice DoubleTree, and it was very nice because I had a choice to stay at the Intercontinental or the DoubleTree, and I will say the Intercontinental near the airport is trash, but that DoubleTree is nice. Now the Intercontinental downtown is nice, but that Intercontinental by the airport, it needs a little work. It's a little dated. So, Vivian, we'll talk. We'll talk. But look, you all, I have to actually head on out because my dog has a play date and I want to get to that. And Mademoiselle, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And so I'm glad you brought that up. So that's a good idea. So we'll see if that's the case. That's a good idea. So, and let me say this: some hotels. Okay, so that hotel that I stayed in when I met Wolverine and April, um, that hotel had a really nice room that anybody could just go in and use. And so we went in and just used it, and that's where we did our taping. So, but that's a good idea. So we'll do that. Oh, and speaking of April, y'all. Now, child, don't tell me. This is a little messy. This is a little messy. This is just a taint messy. But child, don't tell me Ask April is in jail. Please don't. I like Ask April. And baby, they always after Ask April. She can't get a break. She can't get a break. But baby, I saw somebody, it looked like a mug shot and her hair was all unkempt. And that ain't April because April usually keep her hair and her nails together. But y'all, please tell me that's an old picture and they just messing with that lady again. Please tell me that that lady ain't in jail. And then they say Pizarro is in jail. Please don't tell me that Pizarro is in jail. It's just like it's a jail spirit. It's a jail spirit going on in the land. Please don't tell me. I saw that picture and I'm like, oh Lord, please don't tell me that girl is in jail. I said they just can't leave. And then they had the picture up, and I'm like, please tell me that's an old picture. Somebody said that was not Ask April. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Because I was like, please don't tell me. That's why I'm saying, please don't tell me. Because I'm just trying to Ask April, not on site. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I mean, this is why I'm just asking. Because I'm like, Lord, I'm like, don't tell me that's her. And I was really, I like her. And oh, wait a minute now. No, y'all saying Pizarro was on last night. Okay, okay. Y'all said Pizarro was on last night. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, good. So is that? But okay, so Pizarro is okay. But what about As April, y'all? Please don't tell me that was her because they had a mug shot, and I was like, I hope that's an old mug shot. You know, because people be want to bring up old stuff and throw it all up. But I was just wondering. I was just wondering. Okay. Okay. Neither are in jail, Donahue's. Good, 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 good. I'm just happy because of that, baby, because these people are doing the most with the least. All right. Well, it's good to know that. That I made my Saturday. Good, Candy Cane. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Because I'm like, Lord, these people, I'm like, what is wrong? And then they had, they had that fake picture of Ronnie Q. I didn't know if it was Ronnie Q or not because I'd never seen Ronnie Q. So again, I'm like, grr. They had the lady in the wheelchair. So anyway, it's just a lot. It's just a lot going on. Interesting. Interesting. Well, look, you all, I'm getting ready to head on out. Thank you for spending this hour with me. And y'all have a great Saturday. I may or may not be on. I just got some things to do, but thank you all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and love.